one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Rebels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Ready. Booster. Return. Bubba. Rock. Ready, go.
Dante Moore fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Bear. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Lacey. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And this, the middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wear off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line. You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll run it. It's Lacey. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Davison. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go play action with Moore. Throws for the tight end. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Ready. Check. Hey, 29 belts. 29 belts.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore finds a man on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Here we go. Hey, move. Hey, take it.
He might want another play. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Ready, go!
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
That is such a great play by that defender, and how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Can't hang on, he muffs it. They'll pounce on the loose ball in the end zone, stop the drive, and it'll be a touchback.
Go.
On the move, it's Davison. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So you either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Moore. That's caught. It's Moore. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26.
Booster.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's going to run it. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. About this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. This is a designed run. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing more. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Trying to run, it's Davison. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Check, check. 1832, soldier. 1832, soldier. Go, go.
They'll go right back to the run. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Gill. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The short hands. It's Haas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Caught. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Runs through the tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 21 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Orange, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They're dealing with a second and long. Using his legs, it's Lacey. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throws to the wideout, working that left side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, if you're on defense now, you're down 2 possessions, in large part because you have not been able to affect this quarterback getting a pass rush. Didn't do it there. Who knows how many more passes you're even going to see in this game because of the lead the opponent has. But when they do throw it, you've got to be able to find a way to get home.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Lacey. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Finds his man. Touchdown Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Dante Moore. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab on the right. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Might be changing the route. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback.
1
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running inside, it's Lacy. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Found a seam. There he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lacy. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tacked.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And, man, that comes up short. And I tell you what, we saw him in warm-ups. He's got that leg, man. He hit from 60 a couple times, so he can make that deep shot, but he didn't get all of it, and the field goal just falls a little bit short.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Moore working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And guys, they got the completion, but nothing productive to show for it. 3rd and long coming up. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Moore. He lets one fly deep. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Breaks the tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week